Right, I'm going to show you how to do some boots, whether these are short boots, leather shoes, and I have this great bag that I'm going to also do to match these. It's really hard to find boots that are really cute and that don't have a heel this high, so this is a great solution. I'm going to use the Chinese. Always make sure everything is dry. This includes cloth. Wipe these off first. If you're doing a shirt or a sweatshirt, make sure you wash it and dry it, because then you'll get all the sizing out. So make sure everything is dry. This is actually pretty easy, this one. I'm going to lay this here. And what I'm going to do is do this side first and just leave this right here. And then when this side is done, I will fold over and go over on this side so it'll be a perfect match. And then I'm going to take another piece because I want to do it all at one time so that all the hues are exactly the same. Even though if you've watched me so far, I don't really plan anything out very much. Every once in a while there's a little petal left, just punch it out. If you don't like the way it lays down, take it back up and bring it down. It's so nice to be able to buy boots that don't cost a fortune, and when they're finished, you won't believe what they'll look like. Now here's the bag. I put these big heavy binders in here so that I can make it real stiff when I lay it down. It's just easier to work with. Now you can use these over and over again, but for demonstration purposes, I want it done a little quicker. So we'll go right about there. When I cut these, I do like to cut the whole pattern out, but you can cut it any place you want. See, you can feel it. It's nice and hard. Just makes it easier. Now, remember, I sell these on the website. They come in threes, and also this big package. And this will last you forever, but it helps with any other projects you may have too that don't include my stenciling. So I'm going to make all of the symbols white. So I put all of the colors I'm going to use right in here. Makes it very simple. I'm going to do the white first. Now, remember, you don't need a lot of paint. See? That's all you need to do. Even though I love to roll the paint on a lot of stuff, this does a better job on the boots. Now, I'll do all of that. When I finish, I'm going to take the other side of this and I'm going to do the green. Because you can do this one color, you can do it all in gold or a pale brown, which would be very pretty. Right there. And since you get 3 in a package, I'm actually going to blend all of these 3. But that's just my taste. You do what you want. A little orange, a little white, a little red. The flowers will look beautiful. We did this the other night with a group of women, very well-to-do women. You would think we were kindergartners in an arts and crafts class. Okay, I'll do this whole thing and then lift this up and show you what it looks like. All right, you can see I did all of the white here and the white there. Now, you see these 3 colors? I put a little of that on, a little of white, put a little whatever color, stamp it out. So again, doesn't have to be exact. And I go a little bit over the green, doesn't matter. Go right here. Okay, now on this, like I said, I've got a hard book in there. That just makes it much easier. Goes right down here. Especially because they're flowers. I mean, just looks so nice, all the different colors. Okay, now I'm going to take this up. Ooh, so pretty. Oh, that's just one of the cutouts? Yeah, it's just one of the cutouts. Now I'm going to take it up on the boots. Now you can see there is a pattern on a pattern here. This isn't completely flat. So you'll see this go in the lines. Now I'm going to wait till this dries. Then I'm going to take the same pattern, put it over here, overlap that side, and come around to the other end. And I'll show you that as soon as it's dry. Okay, so now this part of the boot is dry. So I'm taking the stencil and I'm putting it over. Should match which symbol is which. The right way would help too. There we go. So we're seeing where that fits. So we're going on this flower, so we know on this side where it should be. So that's how you measure it. These boots are so easy to do. All right, we'll take the white. My dog's back in the picture. I think he thinks this is his debut. Now remember, especially because this is pattern on pattern, don't use too much paint. Now remember, I've got a little orange, a little pink, a little red, doesn't matter. Take it off. I'm going to do the flowers. I know last time I did the, the stems first. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want it to be. I like to use the little end of this brush when you're getting into those corners. I forgot that one. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the other one. And then when this dries, I'm going to show you what it is taken off. And then I might put one just down here. And I'll show you. That's the other side. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a little flower on the toe. Press it down. Now, especially on leather, if you make a mistake and it's just too much around the corner, you can wipe it off with water, but you have to do it right away. And this is actually an interesting pattern because, like I said, this is embossed, so it's not completely flat. This is flat, this is embossed. Now, I can either wipe that off because it's smeared a little bit, or when it's dry, If you take another paint pen that's black, let's say you wanted a little more space in between here, you can just do that. See what it looks like? Then another thing I love to do, and it adds some interest to the pattern. You see the little sparkles in there? Because I want the silver to match the silver in this. So, let's see, you made a little mistake on the cloth that you can't wipe off. This is a wonderful trip. Adds a little bit if you want it to match with gold or silver. And I'm going to do that on the top of this boot. See, there's a little red mark. Covers a lot of sins. Because you will make a mistake, and on cloth you can't redo it. But I think it really adds something to it. Okay, now I take a spray. I'm going to let these dry. I take a spray, especially because I'm going to use that in the, probably at the airport, because this is a little suitcase, and it's got, you know, the roller in the back. So it's going to get beaten up pretty good. I take a polyurethane spray, and I just spray it. Then it's easy to wipe off. And I'm going to do the same thing on these boots. Not a lot, just a touch. Okay, here they are, your matching boots, your matching bags. Walk through an airport with this, and I guarantee you, you'll have 10 people stop you. These boots were inexpensive, and they're so comfortable, and a great bag. You'll never mix it up at the airport with anyone else's.